Hey guys, welcome back to another GFab video. This week we're gonna work on some details. So welcome back. Welcome new subscribers. It's unbelievable how my subscriptions are going. I am so thankful for you all. So this goes for everyone. What's a good idea is to put the notification bell on. This is this bell here, you see it in the corner here. Just press it like that, because if you press that bell, then you know when I'm uploading any videos. I do this every weekend. I try to do it on Saturday, sometimes it's Sunday, but if you put that notification bell on, you're for sure that you don't miss any episode. So, what have we done this week? This week I haven't spent a lot of time in the metal workshop. I am still waiting for Mr. Razelman to finish up a few things, but some details had to be done when I was there. For instance, we made a bracket for my gauge meter. Let's first look at that.
First we had to look at what angle I wanted that odometer exactly. I had a clear idea of how the bracket should look, so Razelman drew this on a piece of paper. We drilled 2 holes in the steering bracket where we could fix the odometer bracket. We used a 2 mm thick aluminum plate. Then it was a matter of measuring the holes for the screws and deciding where to make the bend for the angle. With this cutter you make the finest and most exact cuts. Now to make that shape I had in mind. There, looks great. Now to make the angle to flip the meter a bit up. Oh yeah, and a nice hole for the wires, with a rubber ring in there to protect the wires from slicing. That will work and look great.
Now another small thing that we had to make was a bracket for my ignition key.
First I needed to decide where I wanted that ignition key exactly. I wanted it on kind of the same place as my scrambler. This would be perfect here. I wanted kind of an X-shaped bracket there, but it needed 2 90° folds for a good position. It would look kind of like this. We would use 2 mm thick sheet metal. Then we would drill the holes. With the vise we would make the right hole so the ignition lock wouldn't rotate in the hole while turning the ignition key. Then for the right shape. And there you have your bracket. Isn't that great?
Now, this was on the Saturday, and Saturday is a really busy day at the metal workshop because everybody walks in and out and has some questions and everything, and Rezelman helps everyone out, so I couldn't spend more time there. So what we did, we discussed a lot of things that had to be done. Let me go through that. I'll put a video here, then you can see what I'm talking about. So first of all, a thing that has to be done, it's all small details, but still it has to be done. Now the rear brake line has to be on my swing arm. So this is where I need a small hooks to put that brake line there on the swing arm. That's one thing that has to be done. Now another thing that has to be done is to make a small stud so I can use my rear brake lever. It's just small, but still it has to be done. It has to go in between the brake pump and the paddle. Now on the other side, obviously I have my shifting mechanism, and the long rod has to be extended a little bit so that I can use it at exactly the right angle. So this has to be done as well. Now another thing is, and this is something that everybody is so looking forward to, and myself as well, is the wiring. And I'm in the background really busy with some wiring. Let me show you. I've already ordered all these wires that I want to use, some ground wires and some straps and some extra tape and different colors. So I am ready for the wiring, and you guys also are ready for the wiring. I'm already really making everything ready for that. So one of the things also is that I have to have my starter solenoid somewhere, and this is also, you can see it in the video here. This is the place where I want that starter solenoid to have it in front of my battery, and also really nice that you don't see it, because I don't want to see any wire at my bike. Another thing that has to be done is the opening mechanism for my seat pan has to be clicked somewhere. So this is also something that has to be done. It's really small, and also my rear brake fluid pod also has to be somewhere, and this is the place where I was thinking to place it. So this is also, I need a small connection there. And of course the biggest part is the Y piece of my exhaust, and this is also something that has to be done, and this is something that Rezelman really needs his time for. So these are the things that he's gonna do. Now next week I won't be here. Why? Because I'm on a holiday for a week, so I'm really glad that I have some time off with my family, with my kids and my wife. So I will be going to Paris, and maybe I'll make a really small video just to upload something next week, but don't count on it. I'm not sure yet if I have time or energy enough to do something. But next week will be a week off, so you won't see any videos of me for next week. And in the meantime, Rezelman can continue with his work, so that's cool. And I'm really looking forward to this, because I made a deal with Rezelman that he would work for 2 weeks on the bike and finish it all. So then the bike will come back, and when it comes back, then everything can go to the painter. Because if the frame is painted, if the wheels are painted, then I can start with all my stuff that really needs to be built on. So I'm gonna, first of all, obviously I'm gonna do the wiring, and I know you guys are waiting for the wiring. I will do that. That will be one of the first videos that I will make in my own garage again, because wiring is something that I like and like to do, and I want to make a really good video so that everybody can work with this system that I'm working on. It's called a bare bones scheme, and you lose about 9 units what you're not using and about 36 wires that you won't be using. So it will be a really clean and clear way of wiring your bike. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. I will be off for 1 week on holiday, so no video next week. And thank you all new subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, press the subscribe button, put the thumbs up and put the notification bell on, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back to another... Oops. So for everyone, let me tell you that Now another small bracket that we had to make was a bracket for my my rear brake fluid pod. How do you call that? The piggyback for the rear brake fluid. I made a appointment with Raceman. I made a few flaps where we can put the rear brake. Now the rear brake line has to be on my... Kunnen we een...